It is the last time the world would ever see Lars Mittank. July 8, 2014, Varna Airport, Bulgaria. A young man in the yellow t-shirt and cargo shorts suddenly bursts out of the terminal doors. He isn't walking, he's sprinting, with a terror so raw it looks superhuman. He carries no bags, no passport, no phone. He runs past the taxis, past the stunned travelers, and heads straight for a 10-foot barbed wire fence. He scales it in seconds, his hands likely shredded by the metal, but he doesn't feel it. On the other side lies a massive field of towering sunflowers. He steps into the green and gold canopy, the stalks closing behind him like a curtain. For 10 years, that field has been his only known location. No body has ever been found. No piece of clothing, no trace. Today, we are going beyond those few seconds of footage. We are looking at the week of madness that led a normal German tourist to choose the wilderness over a flight home. Who was Lars? Before he was a YouTube mystery, he was a 28-year-old from Itzehoe, Germany. A football fan, a good son, and a reliable worker at a power plant. He wasn't a drug user. He didn't have a history of mental illness. He was just Lars. In late June 2014, he and 5 friends flew to Varna, Bulgaria, for a week of sun and cheap beer at the Golden Sands Resort. For the first few days, it was a dream vacation. They laughed, they drank, they watched the World Cup. But on July 6th, the dream turned into a nightmare. During a late-night visit to a McDonald's, Lars got into a heated argument with a group of rival football fans. It started with words and ended with a blow to the side of Lars's head. His eardrum was ruptured. This single injury changed the course of his life. A local doctor told him the pressure of a flight back to Germany could cause his ear to explode or lead to permanent brain damage. His friends had to leave. Lars had to stay. Lars checked into the Hotel Color, a budget hostel in a rougher part of Varna. He was alone, in pain, and for the first time in his life, he was truly scared. This is where the paranoia took hold. At 3 a.m., Lars called his mother, Sandra. He wasn't crying, he was whispering. "Mom, they won't let me leave," he told her. He claimed he was being watched. He told her to cancel all his credit cards immediately. He said there were 4 men following him, men who were asking him about the pills. The pills were Cefprozil, an antibiotic the doctor had prescribed for his ear infection. But Lars became convinced they were something else. He spent the entire night pacing the corridors of the Hotel Color. Security cameras caught him hiding in the elevator, peeking out at an empty hallway as if he saw monsters waiting in the shadows. He fled the hotel in the middle of the night, wandering the streets of Varna without a jacket, convinced that the city itself was a trap. The morning of July 8th, Lars arrived at the airport. He looked exhausted, his eyes bloodshot from lack of sleep. He went to the office of Dr. Kosta Kostov, the airport physician, hoping to get a final signature that would let him fly home. During the examination, a construction worker walked into the room to fix something. To Lars, this wasn't a worker, it was an assassin. Lars stood up, his face white with terror. "I don't want to die here," he screamed. "I have to get out." He left everything behind. 700 euros, his passport, his luggage. He ran. He didn't look back. He ran out of the terminal, through the parking lot, and towards that fence. The CCTV footage shows him glancing over his shoulder every few seconds, but there is no one there. No one was chasing him, except for the demons in his own mind. Where did he go? The forest behind the fence is dense, and beyond that, the Bulgarian countryside is vast. Some say he suffered a rare side effect from the Cefprozil, a drug-induced psychosis. Others believe the head injury caused a brain bleed that triggered a break from reality. But there are darker theories. Varna is a hub for human trafficking. Some believe Lars stumbled into something he wasn't supposed to see, and the men he feared were real. His mother, Sandra, has spent a decade and a fortune hiring private detectives and traveling to Bulgaria. There have been sightings, a homeless man in a village, a hitchhiker on a highway, but none have been Lars. He simply evaporated into the heat of a Bulgarian summer. Lars Mittank is the man who ran away from a shadow. His story reminds us how thin the line is between a normal life and total chaos. Was it the pills, the injury, or something much more sinister? One thing is certain, as long as that footage exists, Lars will continue to run across our screens, forever seeking an escape that he may never have found. What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And until next time, stay safe and keep your eyes open.